Good morning, guys. Good morning. How you doing? Sun's up and it's shining, and we're rolling down the road here in Kansas.
I didn't realize we were in Kansas yet.
Yeah. I've got quite a bit to say, so please hear me out. There's going to be some stuff you might like, stuff you might not like that I'm going to say, but I'm just going to say it. If you see my first video, I talked to one of the lead organizers from the Texas Convoy, and he went over what his vision of this convoy was going to be, and he wants it to be a peaceful revival style convoy, and we discussed that. But he shot me a text yesterday, and basically he said, "Gee, I need some help." He goes, "I need help trying to squash the false narrative of the mainstream media." And I told Mrs. G, I said, "I'm going to have to give Robert a call." It was Robert A.G. I'm talking about. So I gave Robert A.G. a call last night, and we had a good conversation. And I'll kind of go over that conversation that we had. And when I talked to him, I said, "What's going on, Robert?" And he started telling me, basically that he's having a lot of trouble with the false narrative, a lot of rumors, a lot of lies going around. And I went ahead and I told him, "Robert," I'll tell you what my response was. I said, "Robert," I said, "I'm a very blunt and forward kind of guy. I don't sugarcoat nothing. And all you that know me, you know how I am. I don't sugarcoat anything." I said, "It's going to be hard to get in front of the mainstream media and false narrative. It's going to be hard to squash it, should I say. You guys made some mistakes. And the best way to get in front of something like that is to not allow it to happen to begin with. You got to be precise and direct and very honest with what you're doing." And I'll explain what I mean. I said, when you guys put up your website and named your event, "Take Back Our Border," that was one of your mistakes. That insinuates that it's call to action. The other mistake was the guys standing in front of the fence, holding hands like they're going to block the fence. That was another mistake. It's another thing to insinuate a call to action. Another mistake was putting the number 700,000 anywhere on the website. I know I got some black saying, "Well, gee, she never said that. She never said that." It said that it would take 700,000. You don't put no kind of numbers on it. And I explained to him, during the first convoy, there was an article that I read the very day that I showed up at Atlanta, and it said there's going to be 2,000 trucks there. And first thing I did is look for the other lead organizers, and I said, "Who in the heck wrote this? Who said anything about 2,000 trucks?" He said, it was one of the groups that were helping out. I said, "There isn't going to be 2,000 trucks here." You never put a number on something, because as soon as you put a number on it, people expect that number to happen, whether that's what you meant or not. All they see is that number. Let's just say that 100,000 people showed up at that event. Heck, I'd call it a success with 100 people, to be honest with you. But if only 100 people show up, 700,000 is what people are expecting, because they've seen that number, no matter what that number meant, and they're going to be disappointed. And Robert said, "Yeah, I didn't really have nothing to do with the flyer or the website and what picture was used." He goes, "I kind of thought the same thing." But that's hindsight, that's something that you can't change. It's already out there. It's been done, and no big deal. What you got to do is figure out how you're going to come back from this, and how you're going to set the record straight. And the only way you can do that is keep making videos and keep putting press releases out there reiterating what your intentions are, and that's a revival and prayer. I still told him, Robert, I said, if 40 people show up, I'll find this a success. I can't even say it. Success. I said, because those 40 people praying right there with you, you have a million other people sitting at home that can't afford or don't have the health to be there, that are praying right along with you. And that's kind of the conversation we had. You know, it's tough. I wish they would have gone about it a different way. He said, like he said he didn't do the flyer or the post, the flyer of the website and stuff. And I said, well, whoever did it, they're either ignorant, and I don't mean that in a bad way. That means just they didn't know what they were doing, or they knew exactly what they were doing, and they were trying to boost numbers and get people riled up to just show up, knowing that's not what your intentions were. He goes, gee, my intentions were never to create any action or to have any action. My intentions were just that, just to pray, and the power of prayer is tremendous. Guys, now I'm going to speak to you from my heart. You know, if 700,000 people don't show there, I mean, even if 100,000 or 50,000 or 1,000 don't show up there, don't think of this as a failure. Because like I said, there's a million other people that just can't be there, me being one of them, that are praying right along with them. The other thing is I wouldn't expect a lot of trucks to be there. Is it because truckers don't care? No, it's not because truckers don't care. It's because we're having a hard time out here right now. We're barely, a lot of us are barely surviving. And we can't afford to do it. And I know some people can say, well, gee, you can afford to go home. Why can't you go there instead? Well, my home's only 100 miles away from where I've got to be delivering. Actually, I think I got a load that's going to be delivered about 30 miles from the house, which is even better. You know, so it don't cost me that much to run my truck from 30 miles to 100 miles as it would be for me to go 1,000 miles over there. It's a lot of money to run these trucks, and I don't mean just fuel. I've got truck payment, I've got insurance, I've got permits, you name it. Those bills don't stop. Maintenance, I mean, you know, like I said, those bills don't, it costs me a lot of money to run this truck. And the same goes for the other drivers out here. It costs them a lot of money to run their trucks. These company drivers, they can't just take their trucks there, not without their company's permission. You know, so don't hold it against the truck drivers for not being there. I know so many people, and I've heard it for quite a while, well, you truck drivers could solve this whole problem. Stop relying on everybody else. All we can do is our own part. And if you don't think enough is being done, step up. Maybe it's your turn. Maybe if you feel that way deep enough, then something in your heart's telling you that you need to step up. You know, I had one gentleman say in the comment yesterday, it's why are truck drivers joining another convoy for the border when we should be protesting these rates and these rates and trucker issues? And my comment back to him was, organize it, make it happen, and I'll promote it. He comes back with, I don't need your promotion. I need to know if you're going to show up. I said, well, if it's a solid enough organization and a solid enough plan, then I'll be there. Because it has to do with me making money. As far as in my business. You know, like I said, truck drivers are having a hell of a time right now. One guy said, well, G rates are up and fuel prices are down. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Rates were $4 a mile not long ago. They dropped down to 98 cents a mile not too long ago in a lot of places. And then when rates go up to $2, now you're saying, Oh, rates have gone up. No, they were $3-4. Now they're $2.50. Now they're $2.15 a mile. National average, depending on what you do. And I'm just kind of giving an idea of the numbers. These ain't exact numbers. And the same thing with fuel. Fuel used to be $1.99 a gallon. It raised up to $5-6 a gallon. Now it's down to $4 a gallon. Oh, gee, fuels went down. It's $4 a gallon. It's $2 cheaper than it was. No, it's $2 more than it used to be. Not to mention the inflation of everything else that's going up. Truck parts, service, labor rates, groceries.
Labor rates are awful.
You name it. I mean, you guys know what it's like in the grocery store and what the inflation has been like. That dollar don't stretch very far. But like I told Robert on the phone, I said, I'll do what I can, brother. I'm with you in prayer. Just know that while you guys are there praying, I'll be right there with you in spirit. I'll be praying right alongside of you, just in another state. It's not that I don't want to be there. It's not that I don't care. It's just it's not feasible for me. And that's the way it is with a lot of other truck drivers, guys. So when you see this go down this weekend and truck drivers ain't there by the masses, and I hope they do show up. Don't get me wrong. But when they're not, don't hold it against the truck driver. They're just trying to provide for their families like everybody else. Like all of you at home that are watching on the live streams, wanting the truck drivers to be there. No, because just like you can't make it there. These other truck drivers can't make it there either. I don't know. Did I say it about right, honey?
I feel like you covered it.
Guys, love you. And we'll see you later.
Love you guys. Bye.